Welcome to Arcade Audio.
Germs, welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We click random article. We click random article.
We talk about it.
Yeah, we do. Sorry, I'm just thinking about Dream Daddy,
How could you not?
the new dad dating sim. Speaking of dad dating sims, I've got a little 5-star review for you, Johnny.
Okay, of Dream Daddy.
This is a review of Dream Daddies, aka Dilettante Ball. So I want to thank Johnny, and I want to thank D.W. McGuff, who gives a very nice 5-star review. He says, "Very good. I'm very into this." That's his title. And here we go. This is, what's crappening in this review? Came from campaign where Johnny is my favorite performer of the gang. I'd been hesitant to listen because a podcast about two dudes just talking seemed iffy.
Fair.
Yeah, it's not wrong. I ran out of other shows to listen to. And gave it a chance. So glad that I did. I listen when driving or at the gym. That's it, though.
I'm home. Click.
Yeah. Spencer and Johnny have put me in constant danger of either dropping very heavy weights on my face, head, body, and or swerving off the road in fits of laughter. It's kind of like a backdoor brag, huh? Mm-hmm. Oh, these weights I'm lifting are so heavy. Asshole. JK. So why 5 stars for a show that's actively trying to murder me with half-truths, dubious facts, and questionable opinions? Because I, like the host, am impatiently awaiting the sweet release of death. But on a more serious note, I love this podcast. My favorite thing is the upbeat, fun attitude both hosts have. Even when disappointed or angry about something, there seems to be a smile. The yes and conversation is such a genuine reprieve from antagonistic talking heads and stiff interviews. It feels like spending 20 minutes with a couple of buddies.
Aww.
If you'd like to read more reviews like this, tweet at me at DW McGuff. That's DWMCGUFF. Hashtag review. That's spelled REVIEWREVU. Smell you later.
Oh my god. That was a
pretty complete.
Much.
Yeah, it's a very good. That's a very good review. Really distilled our essence, I think.
If you'd like to submit your writing packet to us, you can write episodes of this podcast. Send them along. Tweet them at us at Dilettante Ball. DILETTANTEBALL. Hashtag
review. Why not?
Yeah.
Very nice. If you want to leave your own 5-star review, you can do that. We'd love to read it on air.
If you leave any other review, we'll dox you.
Straight up dox you, dude. It's not gonna play.
I mean, do what you want, but
ball's in your court.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh boy. Oh no. Safety training.
Okay. Is this the
safety training?
The concept of safety training?
The 20th episode of the 3rd season of the American comedy television series The Office.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And the show's 48th episode overall.
Oh, I think I remember this one.
Written by B.J. Novak, who acts as the show's sales representative Ryan Howard, and directed by Caddyshack and National Lampoon's Vacation director Harold Ramis.
Wow, I didn't know that.
The episode aired in the United States on April 12th, 2007 on NBC. In the episode, Michael Scott, Steve Carell, attempts to prove life in an office is dangerous after Daryl Philbin, Craig Robinson, berates him about the dangers of the warehouse. The attempts lead him to the roof of the building where he tries to show that this is a good episode. The depression caused by an office can lead to desperate circumstances. Meanwhile, gambling between the other employees of the office leads Karen Filippelli, Team Karen, Rashida Jones to discover that she is still an outsider. This is a very good episode. Two things right off the bat. First of all, Team Karen forever. Karen and Jim should have ended up together.
Whatever happened to Karen? Did she just sort of disappear?
She went to the she transferred to another office.
Okay.
I forget which one. I keep wanting to say Nashua, but I know that's where Holly was from. I don't know. But she transferred and then I believe she married or started dating someone else and got pregnant.
Oh yeah, that sounds familiar.
But she was the best. And that's it. But now Rashida Jones is on Angie Tribeca, which is, honest to God, the greatest show that's ever been made.
Never even heard of it. How did I not even hear of this?
I think the 3rd season just started.
What?
It's on TBS. That's probably
very
why.
funny.
It's so fucking good.
What the hell?
It is the goofiest show in the world. It's out of control. You should. It's like if they took like any Leslie Nielsen movie made basically, and like made it more that, and it's a TV show. It's so good.
Man, it'd be cool if I was friends with a bunch of like comedy types who could let me know about these kinds of things, you know.
I don't know what to tell you.
Man, what the heck?
It's so good.
All right.
And also obviously she was on Parks and Rec, which was also
which is like, it goes without saying, it's so good.
The second thing is my favorite episode of not only The Office, but I think of television.
Wow.
Is The Dinner Party.
See, I need to go back and rewatch that. Cause is that the one where Fire Guy starts?
Where what?
Fire Guy, like
Ryan started the fire.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I
don't remember any of these things. These cultural touchstones of our youth.
Michael and Jan invite
The Office.
Andy and Angela and Pam and Dwight over to their house for a dinner party. And Dwight and his like nanny or something show up. It's so good.
Okay.
It's like the most because The Office was like kind of a cringe comedy.
Sure, definitely.
It's
the epitome of
maximum. There's maybe only one more episode that's like cringier, but that one is just sad.
Oh no.
That's Scott's Tots. I really like The Office a lot.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I don't, but I definitely haven't watched it in ages.
You should.
Yeah,
it's very funny. It's TBS.
Right. I mean that. There you go. It's in the name. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like it's so good. Michael and Jan just like get into like how like couples will like argue, but in front of people.
Yeah, and it's like, why are you doing this right now?
It's so good.
Has Steve Carell done like anything since then? Has he done stuff?
He's done some movies. He was in a movie called The Way Back or The Way Back, which was really good, and he played like an asshole in it.
Oh, weird.
And it was a very good movie.
Okay. Is he too big for TV now? Will he ever go back to TV?
I don't know if he's too big for TV. He's certainly too hot for TV.
I'll agree with that. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because he's done. I think was he in Date Night? That movie with Tina Fey.
That's not. Yeah, I think so. I don't know if it was called that. I'll take your word for it. But
Oh, speaking of Tina Fey, can I do a quick blast down?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tina Fey.
For real?
Yeah.
In what way?
Kimmy Schmidt, like this last season for sure, and then this season she just like quadrupled down. She's just like so. The hill she's choosing to die on is that we are too PC, and it's like, what the fuck is the matter with you?
That's weird. Well, I watched about half of the first season and then realized the premise was like kind of fucked up.
Sure.
And so I was like, yeah, I guess I'm just done with this.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so fucking weird. And she's just like going so hard at it. I just don't understand.
I'll never understand these people. Like, who are they like rallying against? You know, like my big thing is like the way I look at it is it's like, do you need to make this joke like at the expense of this person?
No.
Then just
obviously
don't.
Not.
Yeah.
It's like
so just don't. Like that's
what are you doing?
That's how far it should go. Like
so blast down, 1000%. Everybody watch The Dinner Party just over and over. It's so good.
You know what, Johnny? I'd like to see your Mark Twain Award for comedy. Oh, you don't have one?
I mean, Mark Twain was like probably racist too, right?
There's almost no way he wasn't, right? Nothing against him. It's just like, hey, everyone was.
It's been a long time since I never read Tom Sawyer. It's been a long time since I read Huck Finn. I mean, obviously there was a slave as like a main character.
Yeah.
I don't 100% remember the whole deal.
Yeah, right.
Just probably not great. I'm just gonna like make a guess and say probably not great.
Probably not
right?
great. Yeah, probably. Just in general.
So that. How cool would it be to like just get an award like that and just be like, go instead of, and at your acceptance speech, just like throw it on the ground and just say like, fuck this.
Someone didn't do quite that, but who was it at like the Oscars? It was like some director or something like won the award for, best picture. and didn't show up, and instead had like a Native American woman come in his place and just like deliver some speech about like how everyone's like fucking over her like land.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be so fucking cool.
Yeah,
I want to win something just so that I can do
throw
that.
it in their faces.
Yeah, I want to win a Grammy. And not for an audiobook, for music.
Right. What would your like Zydeco? Yeah, probably something easy, like something just in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, I don't know. You should watch The Office though. It's very fun. But more importantly, I think you should watch Angie Tribeca. Although it honestly might not be like up your alley.
Oh, interesting.
It might be a little too goofy.
Well, I don't know what makes you think that I don't like Leslie Nielsen. It's like, oh, that's interesting. Like I could maybe watch this.
That
like Airplane.
You saying I could maybe watch this. I mean, we're done.
I couch everything I say in uncertainty because I never want to commit to anything.
Classic millennial.
Yeah.
Classic PC millennial.
I don't know. Do I like avocado toast?
Avocado toast is very
Am I
good.
trying to kill the banking industry? Can I really not afford a mortgage?
I think if one of us were to be the goofy one, I think it's me.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's funny for me to realize. Because growing up, I was like, "Oh,
sure."
The funny,
you were the goofball.
But that being said, I was never a class clown or anything like that. It was always like a under the breath joke to like my buddy next to me, kind of a thing.
I was more of a class lion tamer, or a class
a class acrobat,
class juggler.
Yeah, class fire swallower.
I would be very into learning how to fire swallow.
I've not to do it, but I've looked into it to understand the magic.
Pretty crazy because there kind of isn't. They're just like doing it.
Yeah, it's just like just try not to burn your tongue. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because the thing that puts out the fire is just the
lack of oxygen.
Yeah. So it's just like okay. And then like the people like when you swallow like the gasoline or whatever to like breathe fire, it's like this is bad for you, and you're just doing it.
Yeah, but it looks so righteous.
I mean,
dude.
it looks very rad.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean that's wild.
I'm really into like knowing things or knowing how things work, specifically things like that. Like, one of my favorite things is if anyone makes like a YouTube video of like, here's this clip from Penn and Teller's "Fool Me," and then here's that same guy explaining how it works.
Yes.
You know. That kind of stuff is like my favorite.
Penn and Teller, one of my favorite videos of theirs is they're doing this thing where like Teller is in like a box.
Okay.
And they're basically like, you know, it's a big box that is broken down into a bunch of smaller boxes, and they're taking it apart, and like parts of him are all over the place. And then they do it with a clear box and show you how it's done. It is so impressive.
Oh, I love that.
It's wild.
The mechanics behind it are more impressive than like
the magic.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
It's part of the reason why I was attracted to wrestling in the first place. Is like, well, I know they're not actually hitting each other in certain spots, so how are they making it seem that way?
Yeah.
You know,
you should watch.
It's
that
almost
video.
like sleight of hand itself. Yeah.
And then there's another one where Penn is just like playing the bass and explaining like the 5 things that you need in magic, and it's like misdirection, like palming.
Sure.
It's like a bunch of different things, and Teller is just like doing a trick to
each piece of the
he like produces a cigarette, lights it, throws it on the ground. Like he does all of these things, and then he's basically like got one side towards the audience, and then he like turns around and does it the other way, so you can see like him palming the stuff.
Oh, cool.
It's really cool.
The best tricks on Penn and Teller's "Fool Me," whatever it's called, are the ones where you may not know it at the time, but you'll find out later. Like the magician crafted this trick. It's like a meta trick to like specifically fuck them up, because it's like, oh, okay, you're doing whatever this type of trick, like this card trick, and it's like, oh, okay, there's 25 ways to do this card trick, and I'm now, he's not saying this, it's all understood by these people involved.
The metagame of this show.
So Penn and Teller are looking for these ways, and when the person specifically does the thing to show to Penn and Teller that I'm not doing it that way, you can kind of hear them go, oh shit, like, oh no, okay, it's not that way. Oh shit, what's happening then? That's my favorite.
That's
like,
awesome.
Yeah, like I'm specifically crafting this trick in a way to show you it's not that trick.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah. And like as an audience member, you can't tell, and it doesn't it doesn't interrupt
change
the flow or anything. Yeah, but it's just like an extra layer.
Not the
of,
destination, it's the journey.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love magic so fucking much.
Yeah.
And I hate it, but anytime I'm like scrolling through Facebook or whatever, and there's a video from like America's Got Talent, I just watched one today, a magic video from America's Got Talent. It's like, I'm gonna watch this.
It's hard not to. Like, a good magician is one of the most entertaining things to me because it's everything. Like, they're a good
showmanship.
The showmanship is like it's multifaceted. Like, you can talk, you're doing your trick, you're very dexterous. There's a lot of things happening.
I mean, fuck. We just watched a couple months ago. We just watched like 2 or 3 David Blaine specials.
Oh, sure, just like cue them up and let's go, baby.
And they're so good.
Yeah.
And then we also watched a Chris Angel one that was not good.
Did you watch an Amazing Jonathan one?
No, but I was very into the Amazing Jonathan when I was in like middle school.
Yeah, same.
Because it was
everything
my
I
two
loved.
favorite things.
It's so stupid, but yeah, it really was though. Yeah, and that's part of why Penn and Teller, I think, stood the for me at least, stood the test of time. Like, I still like these guys
because they're not magician comedians. They're just like funny dudes who are magicians.
Yeah, for sure.
God, yeah, I love magic.
Is every magician a weirdo? Are there any normal?
No, there are not.
Yeah, and like, not that it's a bad thing, but like Penn, I don't know about Teller's politics, but like Penn's like a big weirdo. Like, everyone knows that.
I mean, I assume Teller is as well because they did that show and the bullshit.
Oh, right, of course, good call. I mean, I don't know much about David Blaine, or not David Blaine. What's David
Angel?
Copperfield?
Did you
ever remember?
I've never read it. No.
Yeah, well, it's not that good. It's very long.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah,
I have no idea. I mean, he's like old. He's like the old school, like like lovely assistant type magic.
For
which
sure.
That's like not. I'm not super into that because then it's like, I'm gonna make this boat disappear. It's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I want you to make cards disappear in front of my stupid fucking gob.
I'm gonna hold my breath for 9.5 minutes. Like, I guess that's cool.
Well, that's David Blaine shit, and that is cool.
Yeah, but it's not like. I mean, it's cool. Like, it's cool in the same way that people like go to like Norway and are like, yeah, I'm gonna jump in those freezing springs, and doesn't mean.
Well, a lot of David Blaine stuff isn't. It's like half magic and half just like
conditioning.
I'm just gonna do this crazy thing.
Yeah, so it's cool in a different way.
Yeah, but it's not magic.
Right.
But yeah, gosh, like, just I don't know if I've ever seen like a real magician just do close up magic in front of me, and I
have when I was a kid, but it's been a long time.
Is there a place to see magic in the city?
Oh wow!
Aside from the skyline at night.
I don't know if there is. I'd be very interested in watching it.
We should find some. If you know where you can watch some real deal magic in Chicago, tweet us at DilettanteBall, DilettanteBall, #magic. There was, we saw, oh shit,
Mark
what's
Toland?
his name? Mark Toland,
Yeah,
who's like a
just
mind reader.
Yeah,
Which
he's
is
like a. Did he have a special like word, like mentalist or some weird like? Because he did more than just that, but it was somewhere in between mind reading and magic.
It was very cool.
Yeah. We saw him several times, and each time I was like, "This is crazy."
I mean, and the thing is, like, obviously he's not reading people's minds.
Right.
He's like suggesting to them what they should say to him.
Every time we saw him in the car ride home, we spent the entire time just trying to figure out how he did it.
And it's incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah.
If you have a chance to see him, go see him. It's great.
Yeah, he's great.
Anyway, I would love to see some magic. I do know one card trick.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you showed it to me when you
I learned it for a show, and I feel like it's a pretty good card trick.
It was good. It got me pretty good. Yeah, because it's like a 2-parter, and I did not see the 2-parter coming.
Did I tell you? Which this is like whatever, total inside baseball into my self. But there was an episode of Campaign where I forget what I was doing, but I think I was doing a magic trick, and I failed the roll, and I was like, if you let me do a card trick and I do it, can I like add another die to try and
like in real life you said that?
Yeah.
Okay.
To try and like get this roll, and I did that card trick and I got it, and she let me add another die.
Because Kat had never seen the trick before.
Yeah.
That's all. I like that. That's good. I like with in role playing games when you can like sort of
cheat.
Cheat when you can cheat. Yeah.
That's the real magic.
Yeah, like when you can bring like real world elements into the game. Sort of.
Yeah.
It usually works the other way around, where the DM will be like, "Oh, you found a parchment," and then gives you the parchment in real life, like that kind of shit.
It's kind of like in Metal Gear Solid when it's like, put your controller on the ground and I'll make it move.
Yes, exactly.
When you run into Gargamel.
And now I'll get the Smurfs.
What was Gargamel's code name?
Azrael.
Okay.
Oh, his code name?
Was it Azrael?
Azrael was his cat.
Yeah. Well, everyone's got like a adjective animal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, agreed.
Papa Smurf.
His name was just Papa Smurf.
Yeah. What was your favorite code name?
I mean, I always went Revolver Ocelot was always
Revolver Ocelot's very good.
Yeah.
I like Psycho Mantis a lot.
That's probably the best name. Yeah.
Also, Vulcan Raven.
I don't remember
like
that at all.
Crazy good.
Vulcan Raven.
Yeah.
What was their deal? A fire?
He had
person?
he had like a machine gun from like a tank that just strapped to his back. But then when you kill him, a bunch of like ravens come and like peck his body away.
Magic.
Smell you later. Can I show you Dream Daddies?
Yes.
Help hot dads find true love in Dream Daddy. That's the
tag.
That's the title of this Kotaku article. Just the fucking main image for this game is so good.
Oh man, these are some good daddies.
I mean, my favorite is definitely.
Oh, how do you pick one?
I know. I mean, I think it's the two. I like the two on the right.
Yeah, I was in my gut was a guy in the leather jacket, but then it's like, no, he's too much of a bad boy for me.
He's got a drink.
Yeah,
That's
exactly,
a bad daddy.
Yeah. And then I sort of scanned over, and I was like, okay, sure. And then I got to the guy in the end on the right, and I was like, yeah, that's probably my dude.
Although he does look like a vampire daddy, which I'm into.
I thought he was a vampire. Yeah.
So
I like the Tyler Davis daddy.
Yeah, I like the mustache daddy.
He's good.
Because he looks put together.
He seems like a doctor.
Interesting. Yeah. I could see that.
You
Or
know?
like a professor.
Oh, sure.
I
I like the guy on the right though. He seems like the kind of guy that's like, dude, look, we're taking Saturday. We're gonna do chores, and we're gonna have
some
fun.
fun.
Yeah,
We're gonna have some fun doing it.
exactly.
He makes chores fun.
Yeah, he puts on
And
like
sexy.
goodness gracious, great balls of fire, like dance around with a mop and shit.
It's kind of fucked up that this one daddy like brought his kid on the date.
Yeah, but it's like, look, all my cards on the table.
Yeah, that's true.
You
That's
know?
true. It's like, hey,
This is
this is me.
yeah.
This is me.
This is me, and this is
But what
Tyler.
What if they're looking to fuck though?
You gotta keep the you gotta you'll find
Gotta
out.
keep it down. Keep it down.
Keep it down.
Don't wait, Tyler. We're trying to fuck.
That's the sequel.
Don't wait, Tyler. Yeah, when you win and you court this daddy,
It unlocks a special new game mode, new game plus.
the word daddy is just so fucking funny.
It's inherently very funny.
I wonder how good this game is.
Is it on Steam?
July 13th.
Okay. So probably not in time for the Steam sale then. It's a shame. Because if it was on sale for like $5, I'd be like, yeah, I guess I'm gonna get this.
Oh fuck! There's a trailer.
Is that my guy?
Oh, we don't know.
I mean, Brian. I'm pretty sure Brian's my dude.
Yeah, me too.
Damn,
Damien
you're
is
for sure
obviously
the
vampire
vampire.
daddy.
Ooh. These are good names. I forgot the name of it. What was this there?
A dad dating simulator. This is the best game of all
Oh
time.
man.
This year's most anticipated dad-based game.
In which the dad you play as and his daughter move into a new neighborhood chock full of single dads.
Also, minigames.
That's so interesting. I wonder.
Build that dad.
Oh wow! You get to build your own dad. D. You're your own daddy. I wonder how much of it is. If it's like a real like, if they did a good job with it. You know,
dating sims are like
Yeah.
a full genre of game.
I just don't know how popular they are with anybody in particular. I just don't know.
7 dateable dads. Dad character creator. Create your own dad sona. Multiple endings per dad. I mean,
That's how you know you're like a very good gamer. Is how many actions per dad you get.
dad themed mini and micro games throughout each date path. So many dad puns, like to the point where it made us all uncomfortable.
I'm down.
I mean, yeah, I guess I'm gonna get Dream Daddy.
You can get my very own dream daddy.
Thank you for playing Arcade Audio. Play more at arcadeaudio.net.